I'll answer your questions, but last two games here, we've had 5 turnovers each game. We played a team. It was a good team out there today. We've got some more of them to play, too. You can't win games turning the ball over 5 times. So that's what we've got.
Jerry, is this as frustrated as you've been with the team in this situation?
Well, I'm just frustrated like everybody else is, but since I had a lot to do with what we're seeing, then it's the proper frustration as far as I'm concerned, that we're just not playing in a way, especially when you play a team that is the caliber of teams that we're playing out here. And Philadelphia is a high-caliber team, and we're not up to them. And that's troubling, and we've got to look at all the things that have happened. But I'll just say this right now, 5 turnovers over the last 2 games. And I don't know what we're drinking in the third quarter as we come out, but it's not working.
Jerry, can you confirm that Dak will have season-ending surgery?
I won't know because we're still evaluating him.
Do you still have hope for the season that things can turn around?
Well, listen, I don't even understand not having hope. Now, we've got, 8 more ball games? If you'll help me with my arithmetic here, since I can't do some other things right. So bottom line is that we've got 8 ball games. That used to be 80% of a college season. That's a lot of football left. We've got a lot to work on that we can do better than that. But we were within striking distance as we came out for the third quarter, and that's very disappointing that we did all the things we did and end up with a game like that.
If Dak cannot come back, how much does that hurt your hopes for this season?
Well, I don't want to deal in hypotheticals, but anybody that loses their top quarterback has some adjustments to make, and they're usually adjusting uphill. And so I thought that basically we'd look better tonight without Dak. I thought we'd look better on offense than we looked without Dak. I've seen Cooper play better than we played tonight. Philadelphia's got a lot to do with that. That's what it is.
Jerry, what role do you feel like coaching played in these losses, and where does your confidence on the coaches stand?
Well, again, everybody's got a hand in this, and we all know that the players play the game, and we know the closest ones to them are the coaches. Closest one to them are the people that hire the coaches, and so everybody's got a role in this. Everyone does.
No surprise.
By the way, that's no solace to have somebody step up here and say to the fans, "That's my fault. I'll take this one." What does that do? That doesn't win the ball game, and so I'm not trying to put that BS out either.
Jared, do you feel like Cooper Rush or Trey Lance? Do you feel like Trey Lance or Cooper Rush are able to turn this around, or do you feel like you have to go outside the organization at quarterback?
Well, we're going to have to play better than we're playing right now. I know I don't know that there's answers outside the organization, but we're flat going to have to play better at all positions than we played tonight. It's good to have Parsons back. I thought he gave us a lift there, and of course he's wonderful to have on the field, but one player can't get it done. It takes a team.
How do you evaluate Zeke's performance?
Well, again, I don't want to single anybody out there tonight to separate anybody from the herd there tonight on how they played. I don't see that. It's not the thing to do to single out someone that might have had a rather than the rest F's and D's, somebody had a C minus. Who cares about that?
Do you think you would have been better offensively, Jerry, even without Dak?
Excuse me?
Do you think you would have been better offensively
Yes,
without Dak?
absolutely. Yes. Without Dak, I thought we would be much more, substantially better. Yes, we did. Because I don't know why we weren't, but I've seen us be better with Cooper at quarterback. And so I was looking forward to that. He brings some good stuff to the table, and now we're reminded that he didn't have as good a game as last game against Philadelphia, that when he did come back and had a good streak for us, but Philadelphia was a menace for him, but Philadelphia's a good team.
What does today's performance tell you about Dak's role in this team and what he's been doing this season?
Well, what do you mean?
Given that you saw what the team looked like without Dak, how do you when you look at the difference, what do you think about Dak's role?
I don't want to be sarcastic, but you got the same arithmetic I've got? We've won 3 games with Dak. Okay, so I'm just saying we weren't playing well with Dak at all. So there's a lot to work on here, and we all are aware of that, and it's very concerning, and it should get the kind of concern that we have to give it. That's all there is to it. It's not acceptable.
What options do you think you have to change the equation?
Again, I don't know what those are. There's a lot of options. Whether or not they change the equation for the positive, that's the issue. And so there's a lot of things you can do differently, but that wouldn't necessarily bring a positive result. But I've seen us play better than this. And I sure as heck have seen us play better in this game than we played in the third quarter and parts of the first and second quarter. But that's just not satisfactory. There's no illusion here.
Have you ever been able to put a finger on why you think these games, particularly here, have been so lopsided since the Green Bay game?
I have not, but that's what's his first time in how many years Philadelphia's won one here?
Six, yeah.
6, okay, but I'm not. They've got a good team, but absolutely no as far as what's going on. The better question is what are we doing at the half to let the water out of the tub at the half on third quarter. That really is a puzzle.
How damaging did you think it was when you had a chance to take the lead after the turnover and you kicked the field goal instead of scoring a touchdown?
Yeah, instead of getting the touchdown, and we had a great shot, 1st and 10, I think, on about the 5 or 6, and a great shot at it. But boy, that's how you, maybe with a little less than your opponent at this time as a team, not having a quarterback, whatever you call it, that's how you win these kind of games is when you get the ball on the 5 or 6 yard line, you do it. I thought we hung in there good after fumbling that ball on the second snap when we started the ball game. So I was feeling real good, frankly, as we went at the half, relative to what we are and relative to what Philadelphia is.
Jerry, you've had so many extenuating circumstances and injuries this year. How much does that factor into your evaluation of the coaching staff, Mike McCarthy in particular?
Well, I'm aware of the things that have happened to us and the degree, in my mind, how they've influenced things. And candidly, I take a lot of that in consideration when I'm looking at any individual, and coaching especially. And but there is, in my mind, a lot of accountability when the receiver is having trouble getting open, or where there has to be accountability directed to somebody that other than just the player. I do that. I really do that. And by the way, it's not it's not without other people giving their input on how those players or how those coaches are coaching too. This isn't just stepping out here and me just doing it. You can imagine I've got a lot of people I counsel with.
Jerry, how much input do you offer, and who starts at quarterback between Trey and Cooper and going forward?
Well, I want to see us win the games. I want to win the game, and so I want to do the things to win the game. And so I had hoped that Cooper would, Rush could come in here and have the kind of games that he did 2 years ago, and had reason to think that, and frankly, I hope that something of that nature will happen again. This is not fun. This isn't pretty, and I thought we'd do better, frankly.
Jerry,
you've talked before about why you don't believe in an in-season coaching change. What's the threshold at which you think it is helpful, or what would change your mind, if anything?
Okay, I'm sorry for interrupting. I changed coaches in the season with Wade, and have always regretted it. And as a matter of fact, I made a change with Chan Gailey for 2 years. I regretted that. That's not enough. You need to give yourself a chance. I've had a lot more rope than that in my time. I haven't had anybody pull that short on me.
That Wade team was 1-7, right? I mean, when you made that change.
Well, but still, what are we? 3-6. Okay.
Yeah,
well, that's better. That's better math. But I sure don't sit around and say, well, now You get minus 2 more, and we're going to be in a really dark.
Yeah.
And I just Mike's a heck of a coach. He's a great coach in my mind, and has and should have the opportunity to do better than we're playing right now. So I'm, like I said, I haven't had good experience changing coaches in the middle of the season.
What would success look like for him over the rest of the season? Is it winning a certain number of games? Is it figuring out an offensive development? What do you want to see from Mike the rest of the season?
My criteria has always been how we're playing. Do we have an edge? Are we fundamentally, are we competitive? Are we competitive when we're down? Those kinds of things. Not as much, obviously, the score. What does Bill say? You are what the score tells you are, but still, you look at all of those things, and there's no fairness. Let me be real clear. Nobody's trying to be fair here. We're trying to win a game, and so those are the things I'm looking at to help be a part of decisions that could help us win a game. There's no joy here without winning games. And I'm very regretful to our fans. Very. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry.